Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you are well. Thank you for joining me today for a little insight on how I wrote the song Ooh La La.
Give her all you got, give her all you got. Make her say ooh la la, ooh la la la. Make her say ooh la la, ooh la la la.
So before I go into the song itself, I think it's important to let you guys know a little bit of the history behind how the song came about. So in August 2014, I was out in Spain, Barcelona, and I remember I felt so heartbroken at that point. That's another story. And there's a big world out there. You're out here in Barcelona, Spain, your favorite place, and you're in your hotel room all sad and depressed and feeling sorry for yourself. Go out there, enjoy the city, just find yourself, explore yourself, see a bit about who you are, push your boundaries a bit. So as I was out there, my backpack actually got stolen with my passport and my wallet. And when I'd arrived, my purse had got stolen. So I was so down, you wouldn't believe. I was like, how am I going to get back home? I don't want to trouble my parents and my family. I'm just going to have to... Anyway, that's another story. I got my passport in the end by some crazy way, but let's do that another story. So when I was out there, I thought, you need to embrace yourself a bit more. What is it you love doing and what is it you want to achieve? Now, back then, I wasn't really clear on what I wanted to achieve. I just felt, you know what? Your voice is quite gender fluid. Sometimes it can be depicted as masculine, sometimes feminine. Do something with your voice. You love music. So I got back to the UK, jumped on my laptop, produced a beat called Cross My Heart, Hope to Die. And I thought, this actually sounds alright. If I can get a good producer on board, maybe I can actually make some good music. So luckily enough, I studied music at university and I had a friend called Moses, and I contacted Moses. I was like, Mo, I've got some ideas. Is there any chance we can work together? We sorted out our bits and bobs, and I went down to the studio. So when we got to the studio, we do what you do in a studio when you meet your producer. They sit down with the artist and they say, what kind of track would you like? What are you feeling? What vibe are you feeling? And I remember back then, Chris Brown was doing quite well with Loyal, and there was a lot of like LA bounce, you know what I mean? Jeremiah was doing well, and I was like, you know what? I want that kind of vibe. I want to try and do something like that. And this is where you fall into the trap sometimes when you're an artist. You ask for a reference track, and it's like when you go to the barbers, when you go to the salon, you ask for a specific haircut or a specific hairstyle, or you ask for a painting and you want it to look like this but not quite like this, so it's not copyright. Sometimes you come out, you're thinking, I don't like this, but it's because you pictured that hairstyle, that haircut, that song with someone else. If you're going to recreate it, you've got to make it sound different. You can't make it sound the same. And I know that now. Back then I usually struggled with that concept. So Mo made this beat and it was quite cool, but I didn't understand it because it's not what I was hearing. And Mo was like, this beat is hot, you need to write something to it. And I was like, I had writer's block. I had absolute writer's block. I couldn't think of anything. I was struggling. I felt pressure on myself. It was my first proper recording session that I paid for, that I booked and stuff like that. So I was given the track and I was told, you know what, go home, write something, come back, and then we'll record it then. So at the time I was feeling lonely in a way. I was thinking, why is it everyone that I've dated just doesn't seem to understand what it is that I want, or what girls tend to want, just generalizing. Just respect someone that cares, someone that's kind, someone that's considerate. They don't have to spend a lot of money, but as long as they can be thoughtful, that's all I want, that's all I ask for. So as I'm writing the track, I'm thinking, alright, cool. I can tell you what a girl wants, I can tell you what a girl needs. And I thought, yeah, simple. I can tell you what she might think, I can tell you what she can't see, I can tell you what she might do, I can tell you what she sure won't. I don't really think I need to go through what each line means because it's quite explanatory. When you listen to the words, it tells you exactly what I was thinking. The interesting about the track is I actually struggled to write it. I did write it, got into the studio, recorded the first verse, and I was like, you know what, that actually sounds quite good. When you hear yourself back on the track and it's been produced a bit, you're like, wow, is that what I sound like? That's quite cool. So I remember having to write the build up to the chorus. She might want all the attention, even if it's what you say. And I remember, again, getting writer's block and think, you know what, just write what you think. Don't even worry about it rhyming. Don't even think about the melody. So like, I'ma hit you up and I'ma hit you up with both. At that point, I've got writer's block. I can't think. So just repeat yourself. It's more work. So I just repeated myself, and now you've got what you've got. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you can't think too critically. Sometimes you just gotta let it flow. You can't be too harsh on yourself. So eventually, we've done Ooh La La. The video is done. It should be up on my YouTube at some point. And if you're watching this video, chances are the video for Ooh La La is now available on my YouTube to watch. This is... Other people love a sweetheart. Other people love a sweetheart. Other people love a sweetheart. I can tell you what a girl wants. I can tell you what a girl needs. I can tell you what she might think, and I can tell you what she can't see. I can tell you what she might do. I can tell you what she sure won't. Depends on what you might do and what you don't. She might want all the attention, even if it's what you say, and if she's worth the pension, you wanna look the other way. Obviously the video is now out, so I'm not going to play it all the way through. You can actually check it out on the YouTube channel. The video that you see here is a video that I've done in 2020, just to give the video a fresh look. The original video actually is on YouTube. I'll put the link up so you guys can check out the original video, which you can see that video compared to this video I've done now. I've changed as a person. I've gained a lot more confidence. Back then I wasn't very confident. I was still trying to be something that I wasn't, hence some of the outfits. And actually I tried to depict that in the video by wearing 3 different outfits to give me 3 different images. But actually what I've learned now is all those 3 different people is actually who I am. But at times I struggled mentally to be like, nah, I want to be like this, now I want to be like that. But now I just am. Now I just am. And when you get to that space in life where you just accept who you are and just look to develop who you are, as opposed to compare yourself with other people, it's easier to go further. So yeah, feel free to check out the original video. Of course, check out the new video. It's a lyric video, so you guys can actually see the lyrics. So yeah, the reason I wrote that song is because at the time I felt that I was kind of misunderstood in terms of relationship. Like, I don't want a lot, I don't ask for a lot. You don't have to be the richest person, you don't have to be the best looking person. There has to be a connection, and there has to be an appreciation for each other. And yeah, that's where the song came from. And I will keep doing these videos for all the songs that I've written. As soon as I've made a video like that one, I will then go ahead and make an explanation video to tell you how I wrote the song, what was going through my mind. And to be honest, Ooh La La is quite simple. If it's loving that she needs, give her all you've got, give her all you've got. Make her say ooh la la. Just make her go, wow, that was for me, or wow, you're incredible. Just that thing, that spark. That's what gets you going. So I hope this video has helped you. If you want more detail into how I wrote specific things, feel free to comment. I'm happy to give that feedback by commenting back, or make further videos going forward. So yeah, this is going to be a new thing. I'll make sure it's scheduled, so maybe I'll release the song on the 1st of the month, and then 2 weeks later or the week after you get the explanation, and just keep rolling like that. I want to keep the content fresh for you guys. So thank you for tuning in, thank you for listening. I hope you're enjoying the music so far. There's lots to come, I'm telling you. I said I had about 25 songs to release, but the truth is I've probably got more close to about 80. But we want to make some new stuff as well, so that will come. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, Mezurashii Music. Feel free to follow me on Facebook as well, Mezurashii Music, and Instagram, one Mezurashii. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And look after yourselves. Keep believing in yourselves. Be who you are. Feel free to create. Doesn't matter if it sounds a bit weird or a bit odd. You never know. It might be that special ingredient you need to break through. Just be realistic with yourself, and self-critical. You need to improve. You need to find ways of getting to the next step daily, otherwise you just become stagnant and then life becomes a bit boring. So yeah, that's my insight, and hopefully the videos will be shorter, there'll be less of a background. Much love to you guys. It's the Mezurashii. Peace.